out of ourselves. I miss all the laughter.
In a bit more,
just
just
going
so
up
it's
the
mid-shot.
shoe, like so. Then I'm going to take the left one.
Hi, I'm Katie Patmore and I study media production at the University of Derby, and today I'm going to be talking you through what I've learned on my Television 1 module in terms of camera work, editing, lighting and sound. Camera work. We started off by learning the basics of camera work, the skills you really need to learn at the start before you can build on them. We started by using the Panasonic AG AC90s, and we also learned how to use Osmos. One of the skills we learnt was how to white balance properly, and I made a short sequence walking in and out of a door to demonstrate the skills that I had learnt. I also learned how to use the rule of thirds, which is an important aspect to take in when shooting anything. It means that the frame of the camera is divided into three, horizontally and vertically. And the subject of the shot should be sat central or on these lines. I've also enjoyed shooting in the television studio, as it's something I'd never done before, and I really liked using TriCaster to direct videos. I like the pressure of being live and having to get it right first time. I first used a TriCaster when we were shooting interviews with each other, and I also did a demonstration video. Here is a clip from that demonstration video.
Start with this lace and
Camera
put it
3,
through
can you
the
go
right hand
tight
side
on the
of the
shoe,
shoe
please?
and pull that to about halfway length of the lace. And with this one, I'm going to put this on the left hand side.
Okay.
So simply pull it through, make sure it doesn't get caught, and so that
3.
creates like a straight line at the end of the shoe. I'm then going to take this
Camera
lace
1, can you go
and
tight
put
on
it
the shoe,
through on
please?
this is the right hand side of the shoe. I'm going to put it on the left so it's going opposite direction.
Okay.
So it
Coming
goes
to
across like that.
I also directed our group's practice magazine show, and using the TriCaster is something that I'd like to do in the future and I want to get more experience on before Television 2 module. I really like filming the music video in the studio and using the track and dolly. I thought that it added something else to the video and made it more interesting and gave me more shots to cut between. I learnt from my Derby Fest video that's important to get different shot types to cut between, so I made sure to film both the singers from every angle and shot type that I could. Editing. We started off by learning some basics of Premiere Pro. I did have a small bit of experience using the software before, but this was a helpful refresher. I learned some shortcuts like Q and W, which will make the editing process a lot quicker to cut between on the timeline. For my studio music video, I used multi-camera editing, which is something that I'd never done before. It allows you to edit quickly, cutting between different shots at the same time. I liked it because it reminded me of using the TriCaster, and it was almost like live editing. It was a lot faster than techniques that I'd used before previously to edit a music video. I also filmed and edited a music video for the song Wonderful Man by Glenn Cooper. In the song he sings about growing up with his dad. I wanted to give the song an old-fashioned feel that matched the lyrics of the song. So I added in some archive footage from old TV shows and adverts of a man and his child, and I thought that worked well with the song. I thought putting an old-fashioned effect on my clips would tie the archive footage and my new footage together nicely, so I looked on YouTube for some inspiration. I added an adjustment layer over my whole video and added the effect wave work, which gives the form of lines and glitches on the screen, and I also added some noise to give it an old-fashioned effect. I also learned an editing technique from the filmmaker Peter McKinnon on YouTube. It's a technique where you clap or click in between shots and it can give the effect of changing your clothes or the background changing. I use this technique in my video Ready in a Snap, which is my morning routine. Here is a clip from that video. To do this, you just need to clap. Remember where your hands are, change your outfit, then clap again, making sure your hands are in the same position. And when editing, you take the sound from the first clap and layer it over so it goes over the second clap, and it will just go together. Lighting. I learnt about 3-point lighting, which is a technique that is commonly used to light a subject. We learnt how to do this using dado lights. I made a video demonstrating how to use 3-point lighting. Here's a clip from that video. Although 3-point lighting works well, natural lighting is the best sort of lighting. Sound. For this unit, I did not take into consideration the importance of sound. With visuals, you can get away with shots being slightly pixelated or out of focus, but as soon as sound is off or distorted or even out of sync, you can spot it straight away. We learned how to use ME66 or shotgun mics. These mics must be used as close as possible to the source of sound without getting into the shot. I use these mics to film a breakfast routine. Here is that video. I also learned how to use lavalier clip-on mics. These mics are great for doing interviews, especially in busy areas, as they're really close to the source of sound. I used them in my All About Me interview. Here's a short clip from that interview.
The shopping centre is quite big and everything's quite close by, so it's quite handy to get everywhere.
I enjoyed editing the sound on my Derby Fest video. I took inspiration from a YouTube video I watched called Latitude Highlights 2017, and I liked how that video used ambient sound effects over the top of a live track. I took inspiration from this video and I wanted to include as many live sound effects as I could, such as clapping, laughing, drums, or anything I could to create an atmosphere in the video. Here is a clip from my Derby Fest video.